How's it going, people? Jeff here from Ecom Geeks. Today it is Store Review Wednesday, so let's get down to business. So today we received a request from AM Apparel HTX. So we're just going to take a look at their website, see what's good, see what's bad, and see what we can help out with. So first of all, on your landing page, you need a better hero banner. So this is, your one chance to tell people, what you're about and whatnot. And even though this does, show that you're selling apparel, it's kind of more of a sales thing. What you want is something that's more especially for this sort of thing, like artistic. It maybe shows off a little bit, but maybe like one picture, one model sort of thing. And then, you want some text in there that says, who you are and what sort of things you sell. And now there's a couple things here on the side. I really don't like this on the side there. I mean, it's great that you're telling everybody what you're about, but I would shift this below the hero banner, and then it gives people the opportunity to actually see and read that on desktop. It looks really funky, and some of the words are getting cut off there. This is great to have because this gives people more trust in your brand, but you need to have it below here. Beside is not going to work. So make sure you update your hero banner here. Make sure you've got the title and then the text underneath, and then 100% make sure that you have a button that says shop now, or check out our stuff. You need a call to action, a button that people can click that will bring them right to your most popular products or some of your collections or whatnot. You need that so that people can go right ahead, click, and they're done. The next thing I've noticed with your homepage is that it is way oversaturated. There are so many things going on here, and it's hard to keep track of everything. I really like the collections here, so men's, women's. I don't like this side thing here where you've got activewear. That's cool, but then you have to scroll down here before you can get past it. Also, the activewear isn't clickable, so unlike the other things here where you can actually click them, this one here is not. So if you're going to be advertising this, make sure it's similar to these guys here. Another point, make sure that your images are the same size. So you can tell that this one is more square and this one's more rectangular. You want these to be flush with each other. Another thing is that don't have your links like this. You've got clickable pictures here, which is awesome. So either with your theme, have men's collection here in I don't know, maybe white or something like that, and similar sort of thing here. If you can't do that, definitely change this so it doesn't look like a hyperlink. So overall, hero banner, what you're about, maybe some of your trending products. After that, make sure that you have your different collections here, your main ones, so men's, women's. If you want to have activewear as another one, you can do that too. Those are great so that they've got a couple brief products at the top, and then they've got the collections that they can go to, and then they're not overwhelmed with information. This is just too much. Nobody's going to be able to go through here and read all these different things and whatnot. And then once you have after that, the fact that you've got customized clothing here, that's really cool. So leave that there. And definitely it's definitely good that you have a business here. It looks like this was taken from Google Street Maps because you can see that there's a little bit of an edge there. So definitely cut that out. You don't need to state in your store that it's not a physical store. People are going to be purchasing online, so they're not going to be expecting to go to the store to pick up their product. So it's just unnecessary information there. The next thing would be with your footer. Now, what I'm going to talk about is consistent color theme. So you kind of want your header and your footer to be the bread of your sandwich with everything else in between. So you can see that your header is, one background style, and this is kind of like a violet purple that comes out of nowhere. Nowhere else in your site do you have it. It's mostly white, this slightly gray, and then this light blue, which is great. It's fine. But this bottom purple, it's nowhere else in your site. So what I would recommend instead, I've just done some little editing on the side here, is to have, this same kind of light gray color. I grab it directly from your header up here, and to have your text in black, and the hover you're gonna have to change to like maybe a darker gray color, because right now, in your currently how things are, it's kind of more of like a white text, and obviously if you're having this light of background, that's going to bleed into the background. So it's great that you have all these links here. It's definitely something that you need to have. So I'm very happy that you have all those there. I checked out your social media links. Everything's connected except for your Facebook. So make sure that that Facebook icon is connected properly to your Facebook. Otherwise, remove it until it is, because if people go to view your site and there's a broken link like that, it's going to really remove a lot of trust from you. Another thing that I noticed is that there's kind of a lot of blank space here. It's probably because of your currency switcher that's been placed in the bottom, and there's just like a lot of blank space in between the top and the bottom there. So maybe see if you can, close that up a little bit so it looks a little bit more nice. So when I go to any of your collections, the first thing that I'm met with is your collection image and then one random product. I would highly recommend you remove this section and just have it go directly to your product pages here. What people want to do, they want to click on something and then they want to be presented with the options. And then from there, they can filter it down to whatever they want, and then they see this there. One of the terms that we use is above the fold, which is basically what can people see before they have to actually scroll down from the page. And you want the most vital information at the top. So this is not vital information anymore. Remove it. Make sure that you have your products right away, just like that. Overall, I do like your product pages. They do look very nice. I mean, generally, I'm not a huge fan of themes that have the description below, but it works for you. One thing I might recommend, there is a free app called Tabs by Station. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to create multiple tabs within your product description so people can click in between them. I might recommend doing that so that you can do description and then you can do like a size chart. That'll allow you to move this out of the way, and people can click back and forth between the two. That'll help kind of free up some of this space so that you can see more of the recently viewed, or you can have more space for customer views once people start commenting. Another thing that I've noticed is that your font, in terms of your navigational font underneath here, is quite small. You might want to go into your theme settings and change the typography so that's a little bit larger there. It's just a little bit tricky to see. So I'm just taking a look at your store on mobile view, and it actually looks really great. It's really cool that you have an app for this, so that is awesome. I mean, I've taken a look through it, and things seem to really look great. So yeah, the mobile view definitely looks great. So yeah, kudos on that. So just some closing remarks here. Fashion is one of the most difficult things you could possibly sell in an online store. The reason being is that anybody can go to a store, pick it up there, and they can try it on there, they can interact with it. I know we're in lockdown right now with COVID, but it's a very, very difficult market to break into. So make sure that you're on top of things. You mentioned in your request that you want to make sure everything's sorted before you start going into spending money on advertisement, which is great. In terms of advertisements, we actually do have a YouTube video within our channel that's specific about advertisements. The biggest thing, number one, make sure that you start with Instagram influencers. Do not go directly to Facebook. They are going to charge you an arm and a leg, and you're probably not going to get a return on your investment. So go check out that video. It'll definitely have some good tips and advice. And yeah, that's my review. I really hope that helps, and I'll catch you guys next time. Looking to improve your store? Hire a geek. We offer individual store optimizations, one-on-one training, as well as workshops. Check out the description below for more information.